Welcome back to the channel, folks. Today in this video we leave Wilderness State Park and we get on the road and we head to our next park, which is called Bay City State Park, further down in Michigan, further south. And in this scene you see us packing up and just getting ready to pull out. Today is going to be mainly a travel day, but when we get to Bay City we're going to set up and show you around the campsite. Good morning all. It is the morning when we, it's a travel day. The morning when we leave here, Wilderness, and we go down south to another state park. That one is called Bay City State Park. Check out, that's on Lake Huron. We've been to Lake Huron, it's not a big deal. But it's on our way home. Breaks up the drive. And it's closer to some nice amenities and nice attractions here in the state of Michigan. So we're going to check that out. I love this guy's old vintage trailer. That's got to be 60s or 70s for sure.
They can leave the same color, just clean up the spots. You can keep it vintage and paint it without ruining the vintage aspect.
I'm just recording now.
And when were you going to tell me that?
Tell you now. So we're at the dump out here at Wilderness State Park. We're leaving, and like I said when we first came to fill up our fresh water, the system and the setup here is amazing. It's great. I was able to dump out, move up like 3 or 4 feet, and then fill up afterwards, and fill up a little bit of fresh water just for our trip to the next park, just in case we need to stop and use the washroom like we've had. Usually wouldn't do this if we're going home. We'd empty all the tanks and we'd go home, right? And if we need to stop to the washroom, we stop, you know, at a store or a restaurant.
But we don't know what's available in between stops.
Yeah. So this way, it's perfect. Works out handy. And thank God that this state park, and I'm assuming all state parks will know when we get to the next one, has a proper threaded line to flush out your tank. I don't know why. I mean, other than the sanitary reasons and liability, why Ontario parks are going away from threaded lines, because it's so important to flush out your tank. We couldn't do the last 2 provincial parks, Chutes and Pancake Bay, and because of that we didn't get a good flush, and it kept saying, the sensor in our trailer kept saying our black tank was 3/4 full, which I knew it wasn't, but I knew that it wasn't getting a good flush. It was only flushing out for like a minute maybe, and our tank I think is a good 35 to 40 gallons. It should take longer than that if it's full. So I needed a good flush, so I came early, and because it's 3 lanes and there was nobody waiting and stuff, I was able to flush out properly with the wand, and Julie helped me. And the minute I started flushing out with Julie started flushing out with the wand, you can see all the toilet paper and all the solids. Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, anyone that's watching this as a trailer knows this is what they go through, right, when you dump out, except for people that only pee and don't put toilet paper in their black tank. I only know one person that does it, not say anything. Anyways, so yeah, without getting too TMI like Julie says, that it makes a big huge difference to flush, and it's so necessary, whether you have a built-in flush system or you've got the wand like we do and you have to stick it down in the toilet. A little more cumbersome, but works perfectly, and I've shown you a video of how I did that in one of the other videos. So on to the next park. The next park is going to be Bay City State Park. I might have said that already in one of the previous videos or earlier in this one. Bay City State Park is the next one. It's about 2.5 hours from here, and we're going down there and we're gonna check out some interesting things in and around the park there. So we got off the I-75 to get some lunch in a small town called Gaylord, Michigan. And
is it a small town?
yeah, it's actually not that small. It looks small on the map, but it's not that small. But the key thing is there's so many trailers here. Like there's trailers everywhere. Boats. Well, there's more boats. There's more trailers than boats.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Turn right onto the I-75 South ramp.
Lots of options for food.
Yeah, lots of options for food.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-75 South.
Like we just left the Walmart and there's trailers everywhere. Okay folks, I just want to jump in here and remind you guys, this is a 10-day trip, and this is just one day of our 10-day trip. We release videos every 3 days if you're watching this from the very beginning. Every 3 days you'll catch a new video and you'll be able to join us on our 10-day journey. So we're here. This is Bay City State Park and site number 48. I always want to do a time lapse of us coming in and stuff like that, but I never have time to. When I get here, there's always a car behind me and I'm in a rush and everything. I just want to get out of people's way and get the trailer parked. But we're here and I'll show you around in a minute. So this is site number 48 here at Bay City State Park. Let me turn around and show you around a little bit. So once again, just like the other state park, they've got the numbers, like I mentioned, put down onto the ground, which is good. And what they do, they may have done in the other park, I don't even know. They've got little other marks in between on the either ends of the numbers. This denotes your property line and how much the campsite is yours. So that was one. And then the next one is here by the tree. I don't know if you can see it there, right by the tree. So that just denotes, and then as you can see, Jay and Jen, theirs is right over there. So the site itself, it's a very wide site. The only problem is it's not very deep and you're close to your neighbors. And if you're looking for privacy, well, there's zero privacy here. You've got your neighbors on all four sides. Some people may not like that. I mean, I'm not too fond of it. I'd rather a little bit of seclusion, a little bit of privacy, but at the same time, to see your neighbors too is sometimes good. Like, you know, camping can be a social thing, so you take the good and the bad. Anyways, Jay and Jen's, theirs isn't bad because luckily they have just one single tenters that seems to never have been here since we've been here. Then behind them they have another campers, but their trailer, the way it's situated, sort of blocks them, so you can't really see them. And then their truck blocks the road. So, and then of course they've got woods and bushes there, so they're semi-secluded and semi-private. And that's where we're going to be having our campfires for the next couple nights, right there. So this is Bay City State Park. It's got, I want to say 200 sites, maybe more, within the park, all in a loop system. I'll put a map and show you what it looks like. It's not a big, huge park. It's not as big as Wilderness State Park, but they seem to really get people in here pretty good. It's a pretty good layout, and the whole park is all one way, so it's pretty organized. We're in Bay City State Park. This is officially the longest we've ever camped in a row consecutively. And even I, as much as I love camping, I have to admit, it's tiring. Is it not?
Yep.
Yeah, it is very tiring. And we couldn't do more. We've done all the beaches we need to do. There is a beach here. We're going to go down and take a quick look at it. We're not going to the beach today. If you had to recommend this to somebody else, would you recommend 10 days straight of camping?
No.
in 4 different parks?
Abby
No.
says no.
No.
Unless you have to really like camping, and 4 different parks is like
And that might
a
be
lot.
the problem. 10 days of camping, 10 days of 4 different parks, like packing up, setting up,
that's the thing. Yeah,
taking
the
apart,
driving, like
the
that's
driving,
if it was 3 different parks,
drive.
it'd be better.
or even if it was one park. Could you do 10 days of
No.
one park? Because that's
At
boring,
least
right?
2. At least.
Okay, so 2 days,
3 is good.
2 or 3 days, 2 or 3
Give him my
parks.
opinion.
Well, yeah,
I'll
actually,
visit then, so go ahead.
what's your opinion?
No, I wouldn't change. I would omit this part probably.
But the reason we did this park,
But there was a method behind the madness.
yes, there was a method. The method was to
Shorten the drive.
shorten the drive home instead of. And some people don't mind the long drive. Some people don't mind driving like 7 hours home. We want to break it up a little bit, make it a
Because we
little
just
easier.
did that last week.
Where are you going?
There's a car coming that way.
Where? This
The
is
car right in front of you, Dad?
one way. It shouldn't be coming this way. As far as
Oh.
no,
He's going the wrong way.
no, he's going right way. No, it's right numbers. So yeah. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is, 10 days is long. It's tiring. I would recommend it if you have to do it. But yeah, maybe do it to 3 parks. But then, see, the problem was, we had to find a park that we could go to Michigan, Lake Michigan, and then find a park that's not too far
This
to.
isn't Lake Michigan?
No, this is
It's
Lake Huron. See that there lies in the planning and the logistics, and that's the part I did months and months ago.
You know what? Skip shoots. Just drive a long way to Pink.
No, see, that's the thing.
Drive a
No,
long way.
don't skip.
Shoots was
is
great. Shoots was good, and that's the thing though. You skip one. What we tried to do was break up the drive and shoot from home to Shoots was the longest drive. That was like 4.5, 5 hours. But other than that, we didn't want a super long drive. And if we'd skipped Shoots, it would have been an 8-hour drive to Pancake Bay. If we skipped here, it would have been a 7-hour drive home. So either way, you had to throw some other parks in there. But there were good
Okay,
parks to
so
explore.
do you just have a long drive home, or
drive
do you add in the 4th stop?
Well, that's all a personal choice, depending on the family, right? We chose to break it up into 4. Could that have been bad? Could that have been good? Now, keep in mind, we tweaked this because originally last year when we were supposed to do this,
Well, I'm glad we have the 3 nights.
yes, because
And Shoots and
last year
Pancake.
when the original planning, when we were supposed to do this last year before it was canceled, it was supposed to be 2 days in each park, 4 parks. This way.
Yeah.
So can you imagine 2 days?
Oh,
Yeah.
not long enough.
No, you'd be like friends of ours that tried this. They said it was
Rushed.
rushed. Felt like you're always traveling.
But then they cut off a night at the end of it.
And they only did 8 days. So we've already been 25% longer than them. Anyways,
I would do it again.
I would be okay with
I would do it again, but just be prepared. Like maybe, speaking for myself, maybe I wasn't as prepared as I thought I would be. I am tired, and as much
Well,
as I
you
love
had to
camping,
do all the driving, which adds to your exhaustion, I think.
I'd what? Sheer
You have
exhaustion
to do all the driving, so that adds to your exhaustion.
adds. Oh yeah, a little bit. So keep that
The
in mind.
whole thing, like the whole premise of seeing places that are, in my opinion, pretty extraordinary in Ontario, and then getting obviously to do Lake Michigan, which actually was really beautiful. That goes over and above everything.
Yeah,
The
it makes
exhaustion,
it
the
worth it.
tired.
Makes it worth it. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like it in the video, but that was a long day of traveling for us. And, you get exhausted and a little wiped out. So instead of having a campfire, we've had a campfire for the last 9 days in a row. So we decided tonight we're not going to have a fire. We're just going to stay inside in the trailer and have some drinks, play some card games, and just relax and enjoy. So that's what we did. We'll save a fire for the next night. So if you're this far in the video, we appreciate all your support and dedication. So stay tuned for the next one coming up in 3 days, and we will see you then. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.
Feels like I've known you my whole life.
So this is site number 48 here. Where are we again? Bay City. So this is site number 48 here at Bay City. So this is site number 48 here at Bay City State Park. Let me turn around and show you around a little bit.
We don't gotta stay friends forever. We can cross that line together. Find love, baby, never say never. After all this time, I just wanna take a step in a new direction. I wanna tell you what I failed to mention. We can fly a couple of birds of a feather. We don't gotta stay friends forever.